What's up? So, I was reading through the comments, and a guy by the name of the inspector had asked a question about what the intake process was like and how I dealt with it mentally. Well, let me get to that. So, you have to rewind all the way back to when I was in the county jail, and I was in there with my uncle. And my uncle had done all kind of prison time and stuff, And we were just talking. He was like, "Look, man, when you get down there to Jackson, don't let the sight of it intimidate you. Don't be worried about nothing. It's just a big jail." So, and he kind of told me what to expect, what to do, what not to do, all that junk. This is my first time being locked up. I'd never been in trouble, so. The night I shipped, I was nervous. Everybody's gonna be nervous, I was a little nervous, but I wasn't scared. There was one guy that was scared. He was scared. He was shaking and like in almost in tears, like he was terrified. And I told him, I said, "Calm your ass down." I said, "Ain't nothing." Really, when deep down, I was sitting there like, okay, I'm just trying to act hard for something. But anyway, whatever. So we get down there, and I see the place, and I was like, oh shit. And in my mind, I kept saying, "Son, you are in prison. This is fucking prison. Like, you fucked up, you are in prison." And, so, we get there, and the whole time I just keep thinking, this is what it has to be. This is, this was your sentence. You're going to man up, you're going to take it, you're going to do everything they tell you. It is what it is. I can't get out of it. I think that's how I got through it. I just kept telling myself, there ain't nothing I can do about this. This is my life now. This is what I have to put up with. I'm an inmate, So, the intake process at Jackson is, oh my God, it's freaking crazy. We got there like real early, 6:15 in the morning. I'll never forget because I remember looking at the clock. April 12th, 2012 at 6:15. I know you probably wonder, how do you remember that? Well, I'll tell you how I remember that. I've always known the date of April 12th. That's when the Titanic sunk, April 12th, 1912. And fucking 100 years later, my ass was going to prison for the first time. But anyway, so that's how I remember that. And I just remember seeing that clock, 6:15, on the dashboard of that fucking van we were in. So, get out, and they yell my name and all that. And I'm like, they ask you to repeat your name. And it's sir, first thing out of your mouth, sir, last thing out of your mouth, or ma'am, whatever. So I yell it, and he was like, "I didn't hear you." So I yelled it like really loud. He hands me this fucking, I don't remember what it was he handed me. I think it was a paper or something. I don't even remember now. And, man, when he yelled, I was like, well, this is it. This is what it is. And got in there and had those red lines down there, toes on the red line, stripped down, butt naked. And, we were in there like, there was like maybe 100 different guys in there. Maybe not 100, maybe about 60, 75. I don't know, it was a lot. And I was sitting there like, fuck, dude. So I can get naked, and they hand us this little bottle of it's lice shampoo is what it is. And they tell you to rub it all over your body, every single part of your body. And they said, use the whole bottle. So I'm doing that, and then they tell us to face right. Everybody face right. Then he said nuts to butts, and I was thinking, bro, I'm not touching my nuts on this guy's butt. That's gay, I ain't gonna do that. That's just a little weird, So, then they put us in the shower, and they tell you to wash it all off. Make sure every bit of it's off, because if it's not, blah, 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 it's gonna, burn or whatever. I don't know. That's what they say. Now, it was April 12th at 6:15 in the morning, so it was cold. I get in there to the shower, and the one I went into was the very far back one. I get back there, the water's freaking cold as ice. The other showers do beside me, all theirs is freaking hot. I can see the steam coming off of it. Mine's freaking cold, so I'm sitting there rinsing it off like freaking shivering. And get that done. Finally get all rinsed off. Come out. Then they hand you a towel. And then you go up to this little caged area. and you tell them your name and I believe your size that you wear, and then that's when they give you a jumpsuit and they give you a pair of boots and they give you your socks and underwear and all that. Then you get dressed. So now you're dressed, you're sitting on these benches, and what happened next? Next for us was, I believe, we went and had our picture made for our little prison ID card. And then, I forget his name now. I can see him, the officer. But Roach? I think it's Officer Roach, I think. He's just there and does this yelling and screaming and telling you everything, you know. Then they get that done. They take you to the gym and they shave your head bald and they shave all your facial hair off. And you're tired because they came and got you like early in the morning, so you're already tired. You're going through all this junk. Then you do this medical thing. Lord, there's so much crap that you do in that gym that I can't even remember it all. And the whole time, all I kept thinking was, oh man, everybody talks about the cell house. Like, you don't want to go to the cell house, and they give you these wristbands that are different colors, and that depends on where you go. And mine was yellow, and I was like, what the hell is yellow? They were like, that's dorm 2, open dorm. So, and I went there, and dude, when I finally got back there, I was so tired. Like, it was chow. They had just got back from chow, but they let the intakes go to chow. Went to chow and ate, came back, made my bunk up, got a shower, finally figured out the shower process. That's a whole other video. And, dude, I laid down and I slept, and boom, up early that very next morning. Early. Lights come on, stand by for chow. I was like, God damn, man, it's like 4 a.m. But, I mean, I was kind of conditioned to being an inmate. Not really in prison, but just being an inmate in general, because I was in the county jail for 7 months before they ever even transferred me to prison. So I'd kind of got that little routine going, so that kind of helped. But yeah, that's pretty much it. That's just how I got through my whole sentence, man. I just kept telling myself daily, this is your life. It's not the end of the world. You didn't get a life sentence. You're going to go home one day. Just deal with this. And that's how I did. That's how I got through it, And looking back on it now, the time actually went by quicker than it sounds like it did. But it did, you get yourself a steady little routine, get it going, and do your thing, man. Mind your own fucking business. I can't say that, stress that enough there, but that was pretty much it, man. But yeah, you guys like and comment on this and let me know what you think. More questions, I'm happy to answer the questions that you have and all that. Just let me know. You guys have a good one.